Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel again, and let's see if we are live or not. Okay, so we are live. Channel again. So I am starting this new particular series where I will try to code live. That's the intention, and let's see how it goes. I don't know why it's, oh, maybe this way. This is why. Okay, how are you all? So now I think you can also see me, also the code. Let me know if you can see everything which is on the screen. So let me just go here once. Okay, what's happening? Okay, for some reason it's showing this. Okay, let's close this. Okay. So wait guys, this is something which I'm experimenting for the first time, so there can be some issues while setting up. So give me some time. Yes, there is winter in my country. So I'm good. I'm just trying to set it up a little bit so that it can be little better than what it is right now. It really feels very bad as of now. Well, let's see how it goes. Yep, it's much better now. Okay, cool. Now I'm also gonna adjust it a little bit, maybe. Okay, if we can just, let's try this way. Okay, that is fine. Okay, looks good. Okay, we can also make it transparent, I guess. Okay guys, so give me some time, a little bit of time, so that I can just adjust everything a little bit, so that there won't be any issues after that. And I'm very new to this, so I'm just trying to see if all goes well. I think this looks good, right? Okay, yep, yes. So now I would request anyone to write a message on the live chat so that I can also see that. Okay, and then we will start coding some stuff, and we'll see what else we can do. Okay, so yes, dashes are very well, and this will be like 1 hour session. So it's like 10:33 right now, as you can see on the screen as well, right? And really excited for this particular series. So we'll talk as well. We'll try to so maybe you have to repeat your message frequently so that I can see all of them, because we will also try to code. We will also talk about few things. We will try to learn from each other, and let's start without wasting any time. So one thing guys, I didn't wanted to bring it up, but because we are live and there are many people watching right now. I don't know how many people are watching, but yes, if you're watching, subscribe to the channel. Okay, so jokes apart, if you are in India, so there are like a lot of protests going on in India, you know that, right? So but there are very critical condition in many of the places where people are like trying to just spread hate. They are trying to spread rumors, so please be aware of that. Also try to stop these kind of things wherever it is happening. If you want to do protest, that is fine, because it's your responsibility as a citizen if you feel like something is wrong, but don't go violent and don't do those kind of stupid stuff. Okay, so now we will focus on our thing, which is what we can do, which is we can code. We will also not just talk about Flutter only every day, but we will talk about so many things. That's been the target. Also, I have been talking to my internet provider to give me better speed so that I can give you better experience with my this live sessions. I'll try to do it every day, but it's gonna be difficult, so there can be some it will happen like on the alternate basis, as well as there is one more thing which I just forgot. Okay, so there can be a latency of maybe 15 to 30 seconds. So because my internet is fast, but it's not yet that much fast which can we bear that kind of situation where I mean, if more than one devices are getting used, then definitely there can be issues. Okay, so yes, I'll take all your questions, but let's start with creating some projects first. Okay, so I'm here in Visual Studio Code. I'm gonna write Flutter new project, and we'll start with Flutter because this channel is always about Flutter. Then we will also learn web. We will do some HTML CSS also in the future. So yes, interview questions definitely I'm gonna talk about that, don't worry. This is going to be fun. So okay, I someone followed me on Facebook. Okay, that's good. So that is going to be fun. And okay, R Ramanji, right? How I learn interview question, we'll talk about that, don't worry. Okay, so I'll try to explain each and everything, so don't worry, it's gonna be really fun. Okay, so first of all, let's just, if you are doing it with me, then just start a new Flutter project and give it some name. So live and live session is the name of my project, let's say, and then we will start with it. Let me know if you feel like it's not coming fine. And I am looking here because it's like the second screen where I will code, it's on my iPad. So yes, I will code on my iPad. And I'll select this folder, then I have a lot of folders. I'll select the Flutter one, and I'll select a folder to create the project. So it will create the project for me. So that's the first thing which you have to do, right? Okay, I forgot that I cannot click here. Okay, so let's just go from here. Okay, where is my chat? I cannot see my chat box now. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm still believing we are live or not because I missed some of the chats which you sent me. Just sent me some. Okay, I got one message. Okay, so this is how you will write your first application. If you know Android development or iOS development, what are the first learn? You should start with Android, I guess, because it is free, open source, as well as you don't need a MacBook or something. Yes, we will try to make a chat app as soon as possible, but let's start with the basics, and then maybe we will proceed for other stuff, right? So before starting, so this is something which we will get, right, as you can see here on this screen. And I'm gonna just press this so that we can see everything. So this is our main.dart file where we will write all the code. So if you want to watch the tutorials, then I would suggest you to watch other tutorials. If you're not familiar at all with Flutter, I'm gonna explain it a little bit during this live session, and then maybe we will do the experimentation most of the time. Maybe I can skip your chats as well most of the time, but I'll try to focus so that we can do something. I don't know why I miss this. Sometimes the chat box is not appearing for some reason, and I am not getting your chats. So Yes, I got some chats now, but then it's like, okay, I don't know what's happening. Okay, so we'll talk about everything. We'll talk about Flutter, we will talk about Gitbook, we will talk about Git, GitHub, HTML, CSS, Android, a lot of stuff. Okay, and I don't know how effective it is going to be, but this is because my first video, first live session, so there can be some problems and there can be some background noises as well, so bear with me. So before I proceed, I'll just go here and here and here, and I'll just go here. Okay, I'll go this way. Okay, so here I'll try to explain you. Okay, this is something new. Notebook, simple black, great. Okay, so this is where I'll try to explain you that how the Flutter app is structured. So basically there are two kind of widgets. First of all, you have to understand this. Okay, so there is like one who's changing my colors here. Okay, so there is one which is, oh, this is still not ball pen. Okay, fine. So yes, now it's working fine. Yes, so there are two kind of widgets. Okay, first one is stateless and the second one is stateful. Okay, so when we talk about these two widgets, then the stateless one is that when you don't have any kind of state, which means, let's say this is the screen. Okay, and there is a button which is saying okay, and there is a text box where it is written text. Okay, so if I press OK, and if this text is not changing, then it's a stateless, which means that in this particular page there will be no change. This page will be always like this. Let's say if we have a splash screen like this, okay, the YouTube splash screen or something like that, then you must have seen the splash screen looks like this only, always, all the time. So which means it's a stateless widget, you can say. Let's say, for example, I'll explain everything in detail as well. And this is the stateless. But let's say if you have a text box here in the first screen, if you press this button, this text box is changing. Okay, which means your state is changing, which means the screen is changing. And whenever there is change in the screen, you can relate it to a stateful widget. Okay, so in this example, what I want to say is that let's delete all of this, and then, or maybe let's not delete, we can just switch to the next page, I guess. Yes, so in this scenario, what I want to say is that, let's say if you have a edit text, okay, and if you have let's say not just edit text, even if you have a text field which is changing, like whenever you are doing you can say when you are doing any input, then it is changing, which means it is changing its state. Okay, so whenever you will see that when you are writing any application, when you are seeing a screen in front of you, and if it is changing, which means state is changing, so this text field or this edit text, you can call it a stateful widget, because every time you press something, there is a change in the screen. So yes, stateful widget. Please guys, don't spam. If you are spamming, I'll definitely come to you. Let me explain so that people can understand a little bit, then we will talk. This is a long 1 hour session, so if you are starting right now, even I don't want, let's say if people are not live, so then also they should be able to watch this live stream so that they can understand it. Okay, so don't worry, if there are problems, I'll definitely talk about them. So let's say you are saying Flutter plugin not working, so we will try to tackle all this problem whenever possible. Okay, so I don't know what happened to Android Dev Challenge. Sorry, I don't know. I have no information as of now, but I have heard that it is gonna take some time for the results, because they have a huge, huge, I guess, maybe inputs from all of the people around the world. So let's say, okay, so I'm gonna talk about everything, but this is how we are starting the application. So I was explaining stateless and stateful. So stateless widget is something which is which is never going to change. It will be like this only. So this is what we will call stateless, and then we will we will say stateful to those widgets where state is gonna change. I'll give you example. So let's say this is a screen where there is a edit text, and Pawan is written here, okay, and there is a button which says change text. So if I will press this button change text, and if it changes the text field, that means it's a stateful widget. Okay, so just to get an idea, okay, there are many ways you can understand it, but I'll explain in the detail as well. I'll try to explain the widget tree itself. Okay, so when we talk about Flutter, then we say that one second, what's happening? Okay, so when we talk about Flutter, we say that everything is a widget. So everything is a widget. Okay, so everything is a widget, which means there is a widget tree. So if you are already familiar with HTML or something, then you know there is a DOM tree, okay, document object model. Similarly, there is a widget tree. So what happens, this is the tree, let's say, okay, so there will be your material app. Okay, so material app, so this will be your first node. We can call it node, let's say, for the time being. So this is a tree, which is, there is a node. You can also call it root of the node. Okay, so this is the root. Okay, and so what we will do, we can have here like two kind of widgets. So basically what we do, from material app, we try to have a home page. Okay, and then in the home page we can have many widgets. Let's say there is a scaffold, and in the scaffold we can have a column. Okay, and then in the column we can have many widgets. So this is how the tree is structured. Yeah, we'll talk about machine learning as well, maybe in the future, not right now. TensorFlow Lite is one thing which we can do, definitely happening here. Okay, so now we are going back. What kind of screen these are? Okay, so we will go back to our code and we'll see what we can do here. So let's try to let's say delete everything, and then we will see what exactly was happening here. Okay, one second guys. Okay, okay, done. So there are some challenges which is happening because maybe I am new, that's why, to this particular platform as well. Okay, why this is not working? Let me know if you can hear me, guys. Okay, there is some problem which just happened, and yes, it's little difficult. It's better to play games rather than code live. It's always tough, but yeah, I try to explain whatever I can during this time. So what we are going to do, we are going to delete all of these. So just write like this. So when we are talking about that, we have to talk in the terms of widgets, which means everything is a widget. So what you have to do basically, right now, as you can see, we have a lot of files, but don't just care about all of these. So if you cannot see, then we have a lot of files, right? But you don't have to care about them because it does not make any sense right now. No, because I will say that these kind of files are not necessary to learn in the beginning. Just focus on this lib folder where you have main.dart, and then you can also focus on this pubspec.yaml where we will add our dependencies, right? So I think I don't know how to deselect all of these things. I have selected. Okay, so let's see. if we have to write the application, how we will write in main.dart. So first of all, you have to import material.dart. Okay, and then you can have a main method. So this is how you write main method, right? So main method, and then you can call a method called run app. So this will be our first node, which will be material app. Okay, and because we are using Dart, we don't have to use new keyword in Dart 2 especially. Earlier we used to write it. So now when we say material app, then you can see there is a home section where we can say we have a home page, just like how I explained you in that particular diagram. So now we have a home page. Now what we can do, we can have a stateless widget. Okay, so if you will write STL, you will get two options, stateless or stateful widget. So we can create a stateless widget, let's say home page, and it will extend this stateless widget. Okay, what does it mean? So basically what we are going to do here is that, okay, so now it's done. Let's close this first, and then let's remove this. Okay, so this is a home page which extends a stateless widget, which means home page is never going to change its state. And then we have to override this build method every time. Okay, so in the build you can see there is a context. So what does this context mean is that it knows what is the location of your widget in the widget tree. Okay, I'm gonna explain these things, so which is like, you know, nobody will explain you. So basically, if you will see here, then if this is a widget material app, then it has a context as well. Okay, and it knows the location. So it is the location of this material app is, let's say, root. Okay, so for this there is another context which knows that home page has a parent which is material app, and then it will have a child as well, let's say whatever the child is. Okay, so let's say so basically what happens, there are three kind of trees. So this is where we work. So it is called widget tree. Okay, there is something called element tree, and there is something called render tree. Okay, this is all information which we write. So this is all information. Let's say there is a container and this is of color red. Okay, then there will be a red element as well which will be made on element tree. This is what you can say, it's a context tree. Okay, where we will have all the context, and this is the render tree. So we can say red widget render object. Okay, which means that this is something which will be used by the framework to draw anything or paint anything. Then when we change the color of this red to, let's say, yellow, then element tree make sure that, you know, what you are doing. So it does not mean that, you know, this is gonna change the color of this container to yellow, but rather it will create a new container with a yellow color, and then it will tell the render tree that you need to paint another container. So similarly, there are many things which they try to reuse, or if they can reuse it, then they don't like, you know, that's why you also give key parameter, so that if they can reuse something, then the framework does not have to redraw everything from scratch. And if they cannot redraw it, then only they draws everything. And the garbage collection is so fast, that's why they are using Dart. And we will try to cover this particular aspect of tree, that how Flutter renders everything, in a separate video as well. So just be sure that you understand a little bit of it. You don't have to understand it entirely. It doesn't even matter most of the time when you are writing apps, but yes, there is some concept like this, so you just have to understand it a little bit. Then now we have a container, and when we know that we have a container, so what we do with the container, that's the question. Okay, 1 second guys, let me just clearly. Okay, oh, that's fine. So I hope you got the idea that what we are doing now. I'll try to show you what we are getting with this. So what we will do, we will also try to give this container a color, okay, and we will say colors dot red. Now what I'll do, I'll try to run this on my OnePlus phone, and I'll show you what we are exactly getting when we are running this. So what I'll do, I'll also try to open my phone so that you can see it. Okay, I don't know where it is gone, but it was okay. So as you can see, there is a phone. I hope you can see, and now it's running this particular code on my phone, and then we will see what happens to this. Okay, I cannot see the chat anymore, so can you just help me with the chat? Let's not see me. Okay, so I'll just try to watch the chat section. Okay, let's try. Okay, so now you can ask me question by the time it is running. If the questions are not delayed, let's hope, so that we can talk about so many things. So it's a very basic stuff, I know. Most of you might be knowing all the basics, but then also I thought because it's my first video, so yeah, it can take some time. Yes, I'll try to cover the Git topic as well. There is a whole video I'm gonna make on Git. Yes, it's OnePlus. How to run Flutter app in real device. This is the real device where I am running it. So you just have to so I'm gonna show you. So if you can see this device, you have to go to the settings. Okay, what's happening? It's not showing. For some reason it's not showing. It's showing. Okay, so you will go to the settings. Oh, which means it's not able to record the screen basically. So there is some problem with this, but what I'll do, video capture, screen capture. Okay, so basically what's happening is that I'm trying to show you this particular screen, which is not making any sense because it's not displaying it live. Okay, yes, pro will take some time. If you know the basics, you are already pro, don't worry. But it just takes some time. So basically what you have to do, let me just give you an idea. So if you can see right now, we have this red screen. Okay, so basically if you want to run it on a real device, what you have to do is you just have to, maybe you can say, you just have to go to your developer options. If that is not enabled, you just have to click 4 to 5 times on your build number, and then you will see a developer option section in your settings. Then just click on it, and once you click on it, then you have to go to the USB debugging, just enable that, and then you will see this device. Okay, and yes, so now we have this red screen, but I'm using Visor only. Well, it's not working because it's a screen capture. So that means what we can do, we can also do one thing. We can remove this OnePlus from here, and we can run our app in the simulator. Okay, so simulator is running. By the time it runs, let's just wait, and then I'm gonna show everything in the simulator. So if you'll see, the simulator is gone. This OnePlus is gone. I personally feel that coding in live is tough. Yes, Dart tutorials are coming. Actually it is not a mistake of Visor is working very much good. It's not a problem with Visor, it's a problem with the setup itself, because I was trying to capture the screen, but I was expecting that it will capture the that particular thing as well, like all those things, like whenever I'm doing something like live stuff. Flutter clock, we will definitely go to that area as well. Okay, so what I'm trying to do now, I'll try to capture the screen again, but this time let's see if it takes whatever we are doing. Okay, 1 second guys. So this time what I'll do, I'll say simulator, and we need the simulator here. And the interesting part is that I cannot access the simulator. Why? Okay, there's definitely some issues. I don't know what kind of issues are they. Yes, there's definitely some issues. Okay, I'm still not able to show the simulator for some reason. It's not working. I don't know why it's not working. I think unless it will go to the full screen mode, it will not work. That might be one of the things, which obviously I'm not doing. Okay, so again guys, so sorry, because I don't know why it's happening. Okay, so no, that's not the problem. Restarting is not an issue, it's all good, but the only problem is that the tool which I am using is not able to do all of these things. What I could do, okay, so there are a lot of options actually, so that's why I'm like mostly confused. Screen capture was the best thing, I guess. Simulator, I can see the oh fuck, I can see it now guys, so don't worry. What the heck? Got it. No, I still can't see it. It's something weird actually. So let's leave it like abhi we cannot access it for some reason, so let's not talk about it. Okay, नहीं यार, सब कुछ रीस्टार्ट से नहीं चलता है. So restart is not always the option, because I know it's not gonna work like that. Okay, so there is one more thing we can try, and that is if I move to this screen, right? Okay, so just to explain you what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna do something like this, okay, and this is gonna work. So we will try to run this thing in the simulator itself. So what we will do, we will run this app in the simulator, and let's see how it works. But so this is the problem which happens when you do live coding, because stuck at these kind of things, and then shit happens most of the time. So you just lose your momentum, and you stop doing coding. It's better to play games also. How many of you will join me if I'll play game and do your question answers? That will be fun for me. Okay, so you can ask me questions now unless this simulator is not working. Yes, please ask the question answers. How many people are watching? Anybody knows? I cannot see it right now. I have to open my phone. Okay, I'm just gonna relax a little bit. 44. Oh, it's a good number. 44 people are watching. That's a good thing. 44k. No, not every one of them is watching right now. Okay, so finally simulator is started. Yes, block is easy, man, don't worry. What is context, I explained. You can just go back when the live session is finished. So you can see this is what we got, the red screen. Okay, finally. So if I try to change it, so let's say if I try to change it to yellow, you will think like, you know, and if I do a hot reload, you can see yellow, but actually it is not changing that color of the container. It is actually making a new widget, you can see. So this is happening because we are not stating to the framework that what exactly is happening. So what we can do, guys, how many of you know about the DevTools, right? I don't think most of the people know about it. Okay, so what we'll do, we will also try to open the DevTools. So I will say open DevTools, and then I'll show you something interesting. Okay, for sure. And it will be fun. Okay, so I don't think you can see the DevTools yet, but I'm gonna show you just now. So if I go here, okay, let's see. Okay, it's showing something else. What the heck? Okay, I mean, really, what's happening? Is this a creepy software which I am using? Because it does not understand actually. Oh, now it's showing simulator as well. Very nice, buddy. Okay, so now I guess you might be able to see the DevTools. Now I'm gonna show you something very interesting. So this is the live session, you know, where you will see all these things, which is very difficult to explain in videos. So if you can see this container, I'm just gonna click on it, and then you will see there is a render object. Okay, and do we have the ID of it? Nope, we should have, but right. Okay, we don't get so many information here for some reason, but what we can do here, I think we cannot see in this particular scenario. Yes, we can see it actually. So guys, if you see here, in the decorated box, there is a global key assigned to it, and that is 29408. Okay, and the render object which I am talking about here, you can see it is CC2DA. Okay, so let's try to just remember that it is CC2DA and 29408. Okay, that's one thing, right? So are you with me? Just let me know. Okay, and now what we will do now, I'll go back to my code and I'll try to change this color from yellow to green. Okay, yes, and then we will save it. So we saved it. Now we will go back, and it's green now. Now I'll go back to Chrome, and then we will see if something has changed or not. Okay, so what we will do, I'll refresh the tree, and it's still the same, which means it has changed nothing. This render object is still CC2DA. We are not able to access everything, but yes, it's still the same thing. What I forgot to see is this render limited box which is 2E44F. So let's remember that as well, and the last one as well, which is 0719D. And now what I'll do, I'll just go back to my screen. Okay, here let me just disable it, and then what we will do, we will wrap it with a new widget and we will call it padding. Okay, and then we will also give some padding here. So we can say const edge insets dot all, and we can give padding of 10. Now let's change the colors as well. So let's give it teal color. Okay, so according to us this is still the same container, right? And now the color is also changed. Now let's go back to our Chrome, and now if I'll just do a little refresh here, then you will see there is a padding as well and there is a container. But this time you will see that this render decorated box has changed its value, right? What does it mean? So it means that this is not the same container which we were using. Okay, so this container is not the same, which means what is happening is the container which I was showing you, this one, as soon as you will change something in the widget tree, the framework will decide whether it's gonna keep it or not, or whether it's gonna redraw everything. So last time when we changed the color, it actually didn't redraw everything, or the container especially. But as soon as I changed this widget tree, let's say I now have a parent which is called padding, and then it is not changing it, right? So yes, there are these things which you will learn, and yeah, it's actually very interesting, right? So now we actually learned a lot during this session, and we are running out of time, so we will start with the question answers. Let me just know if you can hear me. Okay, what's people are writing? I'm still not able to read it. 1 second guys, give me some time. I'll just increase the opacity a little bit. Okay, this is looking good. Okay, now you still cannot see me? Oh, don't make groups, man. We are not here coming to create groups. There are a lot of groups already. Okay, so if you can see me now, just let me know if you can hear me. So right now there is a VS Code screen opened, and you can read the chats maybe, and you can see me probably. Also let me know if you can hear me as well. Okay, so yeah, as I told you, there will be little bit delay, so that's why we are facing some issues, but don't worry, I'll try to fix all of these things very soon. And it was for testing, so I tried many things. So to give you a summary, what we did, we tried to run our Flutter project, we tried to run our simulator, I tried to do some sketching as well, which worked very well, right? Streaming is also kind of good. The software is little bit tricky, and Visor is little bit tricky as well, but that is working fine. I'm sure that that's not the problem with that. And we will also do some streaming in Hindi. That's what I like. How many time it will take to learn Dart for app development? Oh, I don't know, man. It can take a lot of time, depends on what you know. If you are new to programming, it's definitely gonna take some time. But if you are not new, then it's fun actually. You will learn it very quickly if you are not new, if you already have some experience. Okay, so okay, oh, it's paining, man. Okay, so now you can ask me questions. I'll definitely try to answer them. Okay, Yes, I can make tutorials on chat app. um yes, so definitely we'll making chat app tutorials. There are a lot of requests for chat apps. I don't know why people ask that. No, I'm not in Brooklyn, I'm in India. I'm back. Flutter clock, there are already, I guess, some YouTubers who have made video on Flutter clock. That's why I didn't make it. If you want, I can definitely make it, but I'll see. What do you think about Flutter for Mac OS? What what I think about what? I mean, there is already Flutter for Mac OS. Oh, you might the development for Mac OS. Yes, it's gonna take time. Flutter web and Flutter desktop is definitely gonna take time. It's not yet ready at all. Encrypt package, I haven't used encrypt package, I guess, till now, so I need to check it out. Because on Sunday there will be library of the week, so let's see what package you will see. Last Sunday I could not make it because I was not in India, but this Sunday definitely there will be third episode coming for library of the week, so pretty excited. Yes, there is definitely a good future. Neural networks in Flutter, long time to go. I mean, it's like porting of the libraries only. I mean, Flutter is not responsible for creating a neural network stuff for you, right? You maybe have to use TensorFlow Lite and all those things to actually do anything related to machine learning. Where you can learn interview questions. There's a book called Cracking the Coding Interview. You can buy that. There are other stuff as well online available. Maybe you can go to Lead Code to practice as well. You will find good resources there. Any good resources available other than YouTube? Yes, definitely you can go to their documentation. Those are pretty good. And then you can maybe watch some Udacity courses if there are. Those, I don't know what kind of courses are there. I never took any Udemy course. And then Udacity course is also not that good according to me, for especially for beginners. Staggered grid view, I have made a video on that, so you can check my wallpapers app. There is a staggered grid view tutorial available on YouTube. What will Supernova and Adobe? See, man, that's something which nobody knows what Supernova and Adobe are trying to do. I felt like those were kind of competitors itself, right? And I don't know what they were trying to do, but I'm also trying to just play a game by the time we are doing this. I don't know if you will feel bored, but let's try it. I mean, I haven't tried it myself, but let's see. Where is my game? I want to just learn this game, Call of Duty. It's fun. Okay, so what I was talking about. Okay, so Adobe and that one. What you were talking about? Supernova, right? Nobody knows. I mean, they are trying to do something good, but that is for designers, not for developers. I don't know how developers is gonna be helpful with those tools. Let's see what happens. Secret of Fuchsia? Nobody knows. What's the secret of Fuchsia? I actually tried to ask so many people, but there is always something problematic. Okay, if you want to join me for COD, let me know how to play it. I don't know how to play it. I used to play game a lot when I was a kid. I mean, during, I guess, after 12th I have stopped playing games. That's what I have felt, because I was used to play that Taken 3 and a lot of those things. So I am the PK is my username if someone wants to connect with me. And you are gonna definitely laugh because I really don't know how to play this game. And what is Layout Explorer in Android? In Android Studio. Okay, so where is Layout Explorer? Okay, you have to switch to master channel if you want to play with Layout Explorer. I'm making a video on that as well. It's coming very soon. Don't write so many questions all together, man. I'm not able to read everything. Okay, yes, if you stuck somewhere, there is a Flutter, let's Flutter with Dart Facebook group. You can join that. You can ask your questions anywhere anyway, so don't have to worry. Okay, so I'm waiting for one more player. Block or provider? I will suggest to go with Flutter block. Just take a look, and you might find it helpful. It's kind of really good, and I know the guy who has made it, so yes. Oh, I can play, man. Oh, I just got stuck somewhere. So don't laugh, guys. It's like I'm not the best person for this. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Career in Flutter developer. There's a good career, definitely. It will take some time, but you guys are gonna let me miss my target. Oh, people are getting killed, man. I have to go. Write some code in first half an hour, and then oh, I missed the target. So I'm killed. Oh no, I'm not killed, man. Oh, I'm killed. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna killed, because I'm gonna try to answer your questions where we can create real-time games. When can we create real-time games in Flutter? No, I mean you can create 2D games, but if you try to create something like this COD, it's not possible as of now. Maybe in future there is definitely. Oh, someone killed me again. Really? Okay, either I can like watch the chats, or I can get killed. So yeah, that's one thing. That's fine. It is not paid, right? I don't have to pay for it, right? I mean, after I get killed. Flutter block package. Yes, I am using it a lot in most of my you will say, I guess most of my project I am using Flutter block. You can definitely try it. People are playing better than me for sure. Okay. Oh, I was not pressed. Where are my bullets? It's not working. Bullets are not working, man. Why are you trying to kill me? Okay, can I use Unsplash images in my wallpaper app? Yes, you can. Java versus Dart, which best for beginners? Oh, I would say Dart. Yes, we can meet in Delhi. There was a event which was supposed to happen day after tomorrow, but it's not happening now. And guys, I just realized that my I don't have gun or what, but it's like I cannot use it. But yes, go with Dart. And oh, he's just trying to kill me. Okay. So in Delhi, whenever there is an event, you can definitely come, and you can meet me. Where is that guy? Okay. Oh, I'm getting killed and killed every time, man. This is not helping at all. I want to exit this game. I don't have bullets to actually hit anyone. That's the problem. Or maybe I really don't know how to play this game. I don't even know how to exit this game. What is the best project to do for newbies? I don't know what could be the best project, to be honest. You can try with as like easy project as you can think of, and then maybe you can try some big projects. It's like you just have to start with something, and then maybe you can do like all those things. Okay guys, I'm just switching to this some other game. It's like very annoying right now. I'm not able to like kill anyone. Why I'm not able to kill anyone? What the fuck? Okay, let's come back to our code. Okay, so native is good, yes, definitely. So we have almost passed 1 hour, and that's what we could do in this 1 hour. We chat about so many things, right? We had a chat, it was fun. We coded as well, we tried to learn something as well. Let me know how, if you actually liked this or not. Maybe there was um, so many problems, I know, but I hope uh, best backend for Flutter. You can use any backend, doesn't matter, until unless if you are using REST APIs, it doesn't matter. Let me know, guys, how was your experience with this live thing. Also like the video if you actually liked the live stream thing. If you want me to do it regularly, then press the like button right now. There are 2 dislikes as well, unfortunately. I don't know how to make those people happy, but yes, it happens with me a lot. People dislike for no reason. Oh, what the heck? Live quiz? I didn't give this name. So I just realized that. Oh, I just realized that, the title of the video is something which is very weird. I mean, I didn't write it. Yes, I can create videos on everything, man. It's not the problem. It's the problem is that I don't know what time is right to create what type of video. So yes, it takes some time to understand the audience. It's not like I have to make just for one person. So yes, it takes some time. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna end this video. Just want you to like the video if you enjoyed this particular live session. Also subscribe to the channel if you're not the subscriber already, and you can also donate, to for the benefit of this channel. I'm not gonna use it for my on myself. I do earn for that, but for the benefit of this channel, for doing few things in on this channel, a donation can really help for like growing this channel. So do that if you feel like um, you are learning something. If you can pay only, otherwise you don't have to pay anything, or you don't have to donate if you cannot, because I don't want someone to spend money if they cannot. So that's been the idea of this particular series. Also, before I actually end this, what I want to do, I want to check that why the title is Flutter Real Quiz Live. I changed it to something else, man. Sorry. So I'm gonna just check the output settings. Okay. So what I have oh fuck, man. This is nonsense. Total nonsense. Are you still with me? Okay. So what actually happened, it somehow picked some title from some other data, some other video, and yeah, shit happens. So yes, guys, I hope you enjoyed this session. Is it possible to send me the Dazzler to Pakistan? I don't know, man. It's very difficult. I'm not even sure if it is possible to send in India. You are asking about Pakistan. It's tough. It's really tough. I'm new by, so can you please tell me how to work on Flutter, because really want to work on that. Yes, that's what I'm trying to explain, man, in this particular series. And yes, press the like button if you enjoyed, press the dislike button if you did not, it's fine. and thank you so much for joining. I'll see you in the next live session. Maybe I'll try to do tomorrow. We where what we will do, we will, if someone is doing the donation, I don't know why it's not reflecting here, but it should reflect, to be honest, on the screen. So what we are going to do, I'll come tomorrow or maybe day after tomorrow with fixing few of the things. And what will happen, that maybe in a month or so, when I will have a better connection as well, the latency will reduce, as well as we will, our content will also improve, because these kind of issues or these fluctuations, all these things will be fixed. So I will think about doing the live sessions every alternate days, if it is possible. If let's say sometimes I'm really busy for a week or something, then definitely we cannot do it. But yes, it's fun actually. It's like I have to find a good time to do this. So thank you so much, everyone, to pay, if you are paying for donations for this, for the growth of this channel. I'm really thankful to you. And also thank you so much for joining this live session. And during this time, it's like people sleep around this time, and I'm really happy that I can help you in learning these things. I'll definitely talk about how to become GD as well, and my entire journey. So don't worry, it's not the end of everything. We are gonna do everything. So I'll also learn a little bit of Call of Duty, so that you don't have to feel, or I don't have to feel ashamed while playing in front of you, right? It was very bad. So yes, that what we will do. Actually, my bullets are not working. If someone knows about this, then please let me know anywhere in the comments, probably, that why my bullets were not working, because it was showing 30 out of 120 bullets are left, or I don't know what does it mean. I have to really check it out properly. Then the bullets were not working, and that's why I could not kill anyone, because when yesterday I was playing, I killed 11 people. Do you know? Yes. So that actually happened. So really very bad with gaming these days. I used to play games a lot in my school time. I was I still watch Flash, man. Flash, not that much actually. I used to watch it when it started. It was interesting, and then it went boring. So yes. So what I was talking about, I forgot what I was talking about. Okay, so we will meet day after tomorrow. Let me know how to play COD, any good gameplay if you want to suggest. And thank you so much for joining again. And it's really cold here, so please don't ask me to stay more. It's little tough, man. So I'm saying the same thing from last 5 to 10 minutes. I have watched Narcos as well. Narcos is fun. I like 12 Monkey as well. If someone has watched that entire series, it's really interesting. I mean, the way they ended this season was kind of really good. 12 Monkey was good. Then Silicon Valley ended. That is also. I need Dash. I also need Dash, man. There are very like countable dashes. I have just, I guess, 8 dashes left, and all of them are about to reach to somebody. So sorry, I cannot give it to you, because everything is fixed already who will get it, because I ran a Twitter task where I asked people why they should get it, and yeah, a lot of people deserve it, so I'm gonna give to them. And I'm gonna make a video as well whenever I'll see that. Do you watch anime? I watched one anime which you might be knowing, I guess. It was Death Note. And I guess apart from that, I never watched any anime, but it was actually worth trying. Death Note was really good. Sorry, Raman G Dash is not available. Maybe next time I'll definitely try to bring more Dash. So yes, Death Note was. Oh, Anmol, thank you so much, bro. How to use emulator in Dart? What does that mean? Attack on Titan. Thanks for recommending. I actually don't watch anime. I don't like to watch anime a lot. Although my first anime and my last anime, which was Death Note, was kind of very cool. I hated the video or the movie which they made on Netflix. It was very bad as compared to what that note was actually. So Narcos, I have seen. Narcos is good. This the Chernobyl and all those things are really good. Westworld, Lucifer also, it was good in the beginning, but then it went very bad. Can we buy Dashlet? No, you cannot. You cannot buy it as of now. You can maybe, maybe you can make Dashlet yourself. I mean, you can ask somebody to make it or make a clone of it, but you cannot buy it as of now. Like by far, I haven't seen anyone buying it from anywhere. No. Okay, so oh, so I got it. In Flutter Interact, how to use emulator on Dart Dev to show Sunflower app. What is? Okay, so I'll definitely tell you how to use Dartpad in the next video. That's a good thing. And yes, I'll see in the next live session. It's been more than 1 hour. Come on, guys, please sleep on time. It's a good thing to sleep on time and then wake up on time. So we'll talk about a lot of things. That's why I have started this offline session. Like the video right now, subscribe to the channel, also share with your friends, and let's learn together. Let's play together as well. And I want everyone to play COD with me. So we can create a group maybe for COD. So in the comments after we will be done with this video, then write your usernames for COD. We'll try to play together COD, and then maybe it will be fun for sure. I really want to play little bit game in my free time because I miss playing games a lot, and it's fun sometimes to play games, right? I really miss that. So Ramanji, sorry yaar, I don't have a free dash to give you, unfortunately, but yes, maybe next time. Okay, so yes, more videos will come for learning, and we will play COD. We will do a lot of talking and all this stuff. We will try to, I'll also try to explain everything on by sketch, so be ready with that. The sketch thing is coming. Okay, so I'm going now. It was fun talking to you all, and yes, responsive web video is also coming. Don't worry, that's a whole video coming, not just live stream. So yes, so lot of other videos will also come. This is just a live session for the people who wants to learn this way, or who wants to talk to me a lot more than what I have been doing. So now I'm ending this, and bye bye, take care. Like the video right now, subscribe, share, press the bell icon, and all that stuff which people say. Also add me on Call of Duty. It's I am the PK, the same thing which is my username on Twitter. So yeah, bye bye, take care, good night.